A shocking fan theory reveals that one character who was thought to have died in Yellowjackets Season 2 is actually still alive, and that they have already tried to get revenge on the past timeline survivors. Yellowjackets Season 2 included 5 surprising deaths in both the past 1990s timeline and the present day. 4 of the deaths, Javi, Crystal, Shauna's baby, and adult Natalie, were technically accidental, with only one cold-blooded murder occurring as Walter fatally poisoned Kevin. However, there's a growing fan theory that one shocking Season 2 victim never actually died, and could thus return in Yellowjackets Season 3. The idea that one of the presumed dead characters in Yellowjackets 2 actually survived isn't all that unbelievable, as exemplified by Javi's return after going missing in Season 1. If a body isn't seen in the show, it usually seems to be for a reason, especially now that those in the past have resorted to eating the bodies of the dead. Alongside evidence from some other reveals and subtle details ahead of Yellowjackets Season 2's ending, the lack of one victim's body gives more credence to the theory that only 4 characters died rather than 5. Crystal survived falling off the cliff, Yellowjackets theory explained. The first major death in Yellowjackets Season 2 occurred when Misty and Crystal/Kristen, who wasn't featured in Season 1, went to empty the fecal bucket over a cliff in Episode 5. The two teens quickly became best friends, growing to be close enough that Misty felt safe enough to reveal that she smashed the plane's black box in Yellowjackets Season 1. However, Crystal didn't react to this news as Misty had expected, and threatened to tell the other survivors what happened. To stop this, Misty started backing Crystal up to the edge of the cliff, where, intended or not, her friend fatally fell. While Misty ran to the bottom and tried to perform CPR to save Crystal's life, she failed to revive her friend, leading her to retreat to the group and pretend the two had become separated in the blizzard. However, when returning to the site of the Yellowjackets teens' fall, Crystal's body was nowhere to be found. Though it seemed safe to assume Crystal was dead and the snow simply buried her body, some fans have alternately theorized that she survived, having been saved by Javi's friend from the time he was missing. Considering a body was originally never found for Javi and he later returned, Crystal's missing body makes her survival more likely. The Reddit theories explain that the friend Javi mentioned, who seemingly helped him survive the brutal winter months, later found Crystal's body and similarly kept her alive. It's still possible that Crystal's body was buried in snow or eaten by animals, but her survival with the aid of Javi's mysterious friend could tie deeper into the conspiracies of the wilderness, new locations the survivors must find in Season 3, and history of figures like the cabin guy. Yellowjackets' Crystal survival theory further reveals that she burned down the cabin, not Ben. The cabin burning in Yellowjackets Season 2 Episode 9 ending. In the final moments of Yellowjackets Season 2, the teens in the past timeline awaken in the middle of the night to find that their cabin is on fire. The girls and Travis are left with no shelter in the freezing cold, unaware of who sabotaged them and set the cabin ablaze. While it's implied that Coach Ben set the cabin on fire after moving to the caves and being appalled by the teens' ruthlessness with cannibalism and murder, the theory regarding Crystal's survival suggests she may actually be the culprit. The theory elaborates that Crystal wasn't acting alone when burning down the cabin, but was doing so on the orders of Javi's friend. When Javi returned after surviving underground, he revealed that he hadn't previously reunited with the others because his friend warned him not to. If this friend found Crystal, they might have compelled her to join their plans, which could have included sacrificing the survivors or orchestrating their demise after seeing them fall under the symbol's influence. The friend also could have seen the survivors eat Javi, using Crystal to help get revenge in Yellowjackets Season 2 finale. It's been commonly theorized that Coach Ben taking the matches was a red herring meant to mislead audiences into thinking he burned down the cabin, with Javi's friend being the most likely other option. If so, it's possible that this friend could also find Ben and help him survive, essentially collecting those from Yellowjackets' plane crash who haven't succumbed to the wilderness' ruthless power. It's unlikely that Crystal and Ben secretly live long enough to return home with the other survivors, but the two potentially working together with the friend could provide an overarching conflict for Yellowjackets Season 3.